Okay, so first of all we need to get baby up onto the back, which I'm just going to swing him round. And that starts him off nice and high up, and then you need to make sure that the cummerbund part of the ruck is spread right across from knees up to his shoulders, and I make sure that both the top and bottom rails are pulled nice and tight on both sides, and then snug up the width of the fabric in between. Then I pop one side in between my knees, keeping it nice and tight. And the whole time I'm wrapping I keep this tight. Now the thing I was talking about in the post before was how if you stand sort of like a duck, so you're leaning forwards with your back flat and your bum out a little bit, baby can't really slip down any further and he's sat just in the hollow of my back there. Then I can bring this strap over my left arm and I just find that top rail and work that. I need to gather it up so that it sits nicely over my shoulder, and then I find if I pull this right out here, right out to the side, I can get that nice and high up across his shoulder, and at the same time I'm making sure this stays down under his bottom and under his leg, and then I gather the whole thing up, bring it under that leg, and I pull this side out and tuck that one back under. So then I do the same thing with the right hand side, flip it over my arm and pass it over to my other arm, slide it up my shoulder, and all the time I've got hold of that top rail, so that's keeping nice and tight. And again I work that bottom rail as well to make sure that it's down under his bottom and the top one's across his chest. Then I gather the whole thing up again, bring it under the left leg and to the front, and then just make sure everything's nice and snug. If you give a little bounce and tug, that lifts his weight up off the wrap so that I can snug any slack back up and tie in front. Nice double knot to make sure everything's comfy. What's the matter, little berry? Your hand's stuck in. One sec, darling. And you can see that's nice and high. Now it's not as high as a rucksack because it sort of sits in the hollow of your back. With a rucksack you'll find baby's head is more sort of looking over your shoulder, so it is a little bit lower. But if you get that nice snug hollow of your back spot, it should be really comfy.